Welcome to the Henry Ford's Innovation Nation. I'm Mo Rocca. Prepare to be mesmerized. Coming up, hitting the road for the ultimate power trip. Process of putting a plethora of parts in place, the cell signals changing your channels, and flying robots freaking out the flock. Next on the Henry Ford's Innovation Nation.
Rarely are great game-changing inventions met with instant cheers. Usually there's first the chin rub, followed by the head scratch. I'm guessing that when the Wright brothers announced that they could fly, they were met with a bunch of, and then comes the head bonk. Of course you can fly. When we heard that a husband and wife team had invented solar roads, it was head bonks from the start. Here's Adam Yamaguchi.
Our sun is a huge ball of massive energy. And using solar panels, we can harness this power into electricity for residential, commercial, and industrial uses. Usually, solar panels are installed on rooftops in places where they are exposed to a lot of direct sunlight. But what if, aside from rooftops, we used other open spaces for solar panels? Areas such as parking lots and roads. Imagine the huge potential for generating more energy. Lucky for us, there's people already working on it. I drove on a regular asphalt highway to Sandpoint, Idaho to meet Scott and Julie Broussard, the creators of a company called Solar Roadways, to find out how they're working to turn parking lots and streets into power-generating boulevards crisscrossing the country.
How on earth did you guys come up with the idea for Solar Roadways?
Well, we met when we were 3 and 4 years old, and Julie's mom used to babysit me. And my favorite toy back then was a slot car track, a little electric road with electric cars. And my brainstorm as a little guy was if we could make real roads electric, then kids could drive.
That childhood inspiration eventually led to Scott and Julie's innovation: 6-sided solar panels that could replace asphalt road surfaces. The panels got the attention of the U.S. Department of Transportation, who awarded them 2 contracts to try and develop solar road panels that were safe for fast-moving vehicles, super strong to survive the weight of constant traffic, and able to generate power.
So this is the solar road panel.
This is one of 108.
So this is the thing that you were hoping to pave all of America with one of these
Exactly.
things.
Sidewalks, driveways, parking lots, airports, roads.
Can you walk me through a little bit of the technology that's
Sure.
inside here?
This is tempered glass, so it's really, really strong. It's 1/2 inch thick. It's textured on top. We had traction tested so it can stop a vehicle going 80 miles an hour on a wet surface.
And Scott's not kidding. I did everything I could to put a dent in the solar panel, but only gave myself sore feet.
The green part here is a circuit board. So we got the solar cells, the circuit board. On the circuit board are the LEDs for making road lines and graphics, whatever we need.
That's right. The solar road panels also contain LED lights that can light up in various configurations.
We can make any road line configurations, parking lot configurations. We can write verbiage, we can do graphics. On the underside of the circuit board are heating elements. So we heat up the surface so it doesn't allow snow and ice to accumulate. These panels actually talk to each other, so each hexagon has 6 neighbors, and there's a microprocessor in each one.
That means the solar panels are connected like computers. So if one goes bad, the other panels can report it, and the faulty panel can be easily replaced without expensive resurfacing or road closures. Other potential benefits include powering fiber optic cable lines and Wi-Fi hotspots through a cable corridor just below the road's shoulder. This corridor could also collect and recycle runoff from rain or snow coming off the solar panel surface areas. Covering roads with solar panels could help rebuild our nation's crumbling infrastructure, create jobs, and provide a charging network for electric cars. Scott and Julie raised over $2 million from a crowdfunding campaign to buy a building and hire employees to start manufacturing the solar panels. They are preparing to build 5 solar panel test projects around Sandpoint, including ones at the airport parking lot and tarmac.
All right, so I think we're going to need about 2 million more.
We'll get started.
Scott and Julie have a lot more testing to do before Solar Roadways becomes a reality. But Scott believes there's real potential to do something big with the 28,000 square miles of paved surfaces in America. And he dreams of the day when solar roadways could become our national power grid.
We did some calculations early on. If we were to cover that with these panels, using just 15% efficient solar cells, we could produce 3 times more power than we use as a nation.
That's great news. But what's even better news? The sun will always be there, patiently waiting for the solar roadways.
Coming up, assembling the model of efficiency, the satellite truck in a sack on a bat, and clearing the skies with a robot surprise. But first, it's time for the Mo You Know. In 1908, the tea bag was invented by mistake. How did it accidentally become a steeping success? Was it A, poor instructions, B, a tissue mishap with the Earl of Grey, or C, a strainer shortage? You percolate over the answer. Oh, wait, that's coffee. Oh, you filter the choices. Ugh, puns are hard. Just stay tuned. We'll tell you when we get back. Please don't leaf. Welcome back. Seems like you were gone for long. Before the break, we asked how the tea bag was invented by mistake. If you said A, poor instructions, you are correct. In 1908, New York tea importer Thomas Sullivan sent loose tea to his clients in small silk bags. Without any directions, some of those tea lovers didn't know that they were supposed to take the tea out of the bag before putting it into hot water. Before you know it, the tea bag was hanging by a string all over the world. And that's the Mo You Know. There are a few things I know for sure. For instance, you are watching this show right now. I look terrific in a suit, and I know for certain that I would not be standing here at the Henry Ford if not for the Model T. You see, the Model T was the game changer of the car world, and the way it was put together changed the game for the manufacturing world too. The Model T was the first motorized vehicle an average family could afford to own. Introduced in 1908 by Henry Ford's Ford Motor Company, Americans lined up to buy it. At first, it was a challenge to meet demand for the car and still keep prices low. The Henry Ford's chief curator, Mark Gruther, showed me how the Model T was initially built by hand, which was typical at the time, and slow.
So how did they build it?
Initially, they sort of bring all the parts together, numerous workers, it coalesces into a vehicle in place.
So it's like a team of people all working on one car.
Absolutely. They're trying to find ways of building these cars more quickly and more efficiently and more cheaply so you can drive the cost down.
Right, because I'm thinking a group of people getting together to build a car doesn't sound that efficient.
No, it doesn't. There's a lot of choreography involved.
Like I'd be running over and
got
grabbing
a
wheel,
right,
putting that on.
Putting on here, and maybe you're doing the muffler too.
And then a muffler.
But not that wheel, because that's my wheel.
Is this a muffler?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I hand you the muffler, maybe.
But that's not my job, you see. I've got other wheels to do.
Okay, all right. Henry Ford needed to find a better way to build the Model T. After much time, trial, and error, the secret to the Model T's success was Henry Ford's implementation and near perfection of the assembly line, a process of mass production where a product, such as a car, is built systematically, one section at a time, as it mechanically moves from one specialized worker to another, with new parts being attached until the car is finally completed. Building Model Ts using the assembly line process meant Ford had to hire thousands of people, a worker for each part on the line, and there are a lot of parts to a Model T. Assembly line labor was tedious and turnover was high, so to attract the best workers, Henry Ford became the first manufacturer to offer employees up to $5 a day. Not just that, he cut shifts from 9 to 8 hours per day, 5 days a week, instituting the 40-hour work week. All these innovations paid off. The Model T became perhaps the most influential car in automobile history. So how many Model Ts were produced ultimately?
The official number is 15 million.
That's a lot of cars.
It is a lot of cars. You want to ride one?
I want to find out what the big deal is, yeah. All right. Step on it.
after a short break, the big daddy of TV's digital downsizing, and clearing the runway with a soaring cyborg. But first, it's time once again for the Mo You Know. Who invented the first three-colored traffic signal? Was it A, a cabbie in New York, B, a mechanic in Miami, or C, a cop in Detroit? That answer up next, so keep your foot on the brake while we take one. A break, that is. We're back, and you can stop idling now. Before the break, we asked, who invented the first three-colored traffic signal? If you chose C, a cop in Detroit, you get the green light. 1920, Officer William Potts came up with the idea of adding the yellow light to the handful of green and red traffic signals already in use. He correctly felt that drivers needed a warning that the signal was about to turn red. At first, the stoplight was operated manually and only on one corner. But just 1 year later, in 1921, the city of Detroit installed Officer Potts' updated invention, the automatic traffic signal, at 15 Detroit intersections. His traffic light quickly became the standard around the world. That's the Mo You Know. Live television is still a magical mystery to most people. Pictures and sounds flying invisibly through the air. And if you've ever been to a big sporting event, you've seen those huge million-dollar satellite trucks that are needed to broadcast the game live. Well, the world of live television is changing because of two words: backpack. Here's Ali Ward to explain.
Until recently, to broadcast live video from news or sports events required one of these: a multi-ton satellite truck. They transmit video from a remote location to a studio and then onto your TV. So to think that can be reduced to something you can carry on your back kind of boggles the mind. I mean, that's shrinking a boulder into a pebble. I traveled to Hackensack, New Jersey to track down the inventor of this tiny titan of transmission technology.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm Allie.
I'm Avi.
Nice to meet you. This is Avi Cohen, the inventor of LiveView. Avi and two partners came up with the idea for a small, portable live video transmission device in 2006 while living in Tel Aviv, Israel. They created LiveView to provide a way to transmit images while mobile or from crowded, less passable locations and situations, limitations often encountered when using less nimble, heavy satellite trucks for transmission. How did they do it? With cell phone technology. LiveView uses multiple cellular networks together and aggregates the bandwidth of those networks to transmit broadcast quality video from anywhere.
So inside the unit we have 6 cards from different vendors. It's like a cell phone. It's a cell phone with 6 packs.
Oh, I got it. So it's like 6 cell phones in one, all transmitting live data.
Exactly. We actually bond them together to have a wide pipe to stream high-quality video from the unit back to the studio. Each one of them is like a smartphone.
So it's a smartphone.
Very smartphone.
Very smart. So it sounds like a huge advantage of LiveView is the mobility, because you can take this places you could not take a satellite truck.
Yeah, this is the best benefit of LiveView. You can just grab the product, put it in the backpack, and instantly, go live to air.
It's so tiny. How much did you say this weighs?
This one a little bit less than 1 pound. The bigger one is 5 pounds.
I've eaten sandwiches bigger than this. I just want you to know. The LiveView can transmit both standard definition and high definition video with only a 1 to 2 second delay. And while satellite trucks still have important uses, LiveView has expanded its technological footprint, becoming pervasive throughout the US media market and used in 60 countries worldwide. 5
years ago, we have 0 client in the US. Today we have, I think 95% of the media group is using LiveView on a daily basis.
In the world of news gathering especially, this technology has been a game changer.
13 people.
Take a look around the office and you'll see that Avi is no stranger to invention. He holds 8 patents.
So this is less than half of your patents?
Yeah.
Yet, where are the other ones? If I had patents, I would be wearing them like a necklace. Why are they not out?
They're in my closet. I'm more about the product rather than certificates.
So humble. Can I wear your patents if you're not using them?
Sure, go ahead. I will bring you a few of them.
I just think that they would be really impressive. Allie, Avi, I mean, come on.
A little backpack and monitor that connect to the camera, LiveView has made a big impact in the world of broadcast, essentially creating a one-person news or sports unit.
Oh, we've got some late breaking news. There is a nap pandemic happening in Hackensack, New Jersey. Daisy, how do you feel about naps? Oh, no comment. I see how it is. No comment.
After a short break, an airline pilot's future two-winged best friend. That and vocabulary are up next. One of my favorite wonders of nature, birds. Usually they're nice to have around. They chirp, they sing, they soar, and they chirp again. But in some places, a flock of our fine feathered friends can be a problem. And what gets those birds to skedaddle? Enter the chirpinator. Birds are a majestic sight, feathered creatures of extraordinary beauty. But in certain environments where people and birds intersect, birds can present a safety issue. At airports, for example, birds colliding with airplane windshields and engines have caused a number of accidents. And at landfills, birds can become aggressive and dangerous as a result. So 28-year-old Nico Nijenhuis of the Netherlands has come up with a way to clear dangerous flocks temporarily from certain environments. And his solution involves the use of bigger birds, natural predators. But Nico isn't using real birds. He's come up with a way to use robotic birds, or robirds. The robirds are designed to mimic birds of prey, a way to harmlessly chase unwanted birds from sensitive areas. Welcome, Nico. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Mo. I'm happy to be here.
How many robirds have you already developed, and what are their different uses?
So currently, we have developed 2 types of robirds. The first one is a falcon, and the second one is an eagle. The falcon has got a span of about 1 meter and 12 centimeters, and the eagle has got a span of close to 2 meters.
The bodies of the robirds are strong and light, made of a composite nylon and glass fiber. And the wings are made of a flexible foam.
In nature, there's actually 2 things needed to trigger the instinct of birds to feel that they are confronted with a predator. The first thing is the silhouette. It needs to look like a predator. The second thing is also very important. It needs to move like a predator.
The robirds, while still a work in progress, are so sophisticated they've already passed the ultimate test. Actual birds think the robirds are real birds.
The goals for this year are executing successful trials at several airports in Europe and also in other areas like agriculture.
Currently pilot operated from the ground, Nico hopes robirds will be soon able to fly autonomously and ultimately keep humans and those flocks safe. Well, best of luck, Nico.
Thank you, Mo.
In a moment, she defines innovation one word at a time. Allie Ward is next with vocabulary.
Welcome back. Now, every once in a while, we accidentally on purpose toss out some tricky words in our stories. And if we didn't, I wouldn't have much to say in this segment, and then I'd have to bust out some dance moves just to fill the time. Luckily for you, we did use some big words today, and I'm here to define them for you. We call that vocabulary. So in my story on the TV satellite truck in a backpack, I said this:
LiveView uses multiple cellular networks together and aggregates the bandwidth of those networks.
Now, aggregate is a verb. It means to collect or gather into a mass or a whole. So in order to broadcast live video, the LiveView system bundles or aggregates a bunch of cell signals together. The next thing you know, bippity-boppity-boo, the live pictures are on your TV. In Mo's story on robotic birds, he said,
Nico hopes Robirds will be soon able to fly autonomously.
Okay, autonomous is an adjective. It means existing or capable of existing independently. So they're actually trying to have the RoboBirds swoop and soar all by themselves. Now, if they start chirping, "I'll be back," then I'll be going inside. And that is your vocabulary for the day. I'm Allie Ward.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. If you want to be on the Henry Ford's Innovation Nation one day, just remember, dream big and don't quit. I'm Mo Rocca.